Now on your feed at 5, President Biden made a brief visit to Cleveland today to talk about the economy. However, he started with the Akron police shooting that killed Jayland Walker last week. Mark Namick joins us live now. And Mark, what did the president say about that incident?
Well, he did come here, as you mentioned, to talk up a pension plan to help retirees nationally that are facing steep cuts. But first, he took a moment, a serious moment, to acknowledge the shooting death last week of Jayland Walker. And he said that the U.S. Justice Department is watching closely.
I want to make one serious comment about the shooting and the death of Jayland Walker. The Justice Department and Civil Rights Division of the FBI field office in Akron, Ohio, and the local U.S. Attorney's Office are closely monitoring and reviewing what happened. The FBI continues to coordinate with state and local partners to provide resources and specialized skill. If the evidence reveals potential violations of federal criminal statutes, the Justice Department will take the appropriate action.
Now, President Biden specifically chose Cleveland because of this backdrop of about 100,000 workers in Ohio, and a lot right here from Northeast Ohio, particularly from the iron workers that were facing very steep cuts in pension benefits because their plan was faltering. Now, he also said that money's coming from the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan passed last March. And that's money that was already in place for it. Now the deal is coming together. And this is a big deal for him because the message is about reaching that American worker that feels a little bit ignored with this spiking inflation. And here's what he said about that.
Imagine losing 50 or 60% of that pension through absolutely no fault of your own. Imagine what it does financially and emotionally, what it does to your dignity. Who is the backbone of this country? It's you, the American worker. I promised you I'd be the most pro-labor, pro-union, pro-worker president in our history, and there's another promise I'm going to be keeping as well. I see you, I hear you, and I'll always have your back, I promise.
Now, the gymnasium today was filled with workers specifically hurt by these pension problems that are now being fixed, including the musicians that play today. They belong to a pension plan that was hurting. Now, we also made this event, which is not supposed to be political, calling out Republicans who didn't support the plan, and even calling out President Trump, as you know, who did very well in attracting those blue-collar workers, many union workers. The president carried this state by 8 percentage points in both the last 2 elections. And I'll tell you, the president looked like he was really reaching for every vote, staying almost 30 minutes to shake every hand. I've covered probably 50 such events, and I haven't seen that in a long time. Isabel?
Wow. All right. Thanks for pointing that out. Mark Namick reporting live.